All right, welcome everyone to Scareticulous, and we're back with covering more Nintendo news. Um, this is a new Mario Kart World specific direct that Nintendo put out today, where supposedly they're going to justify the $80 price tag, right? This game costs $80. And supposedly there was, I guess, a whole reason to put out this direct today that would kind of simplify why the direct was necessary or why like this game needs to cost $80. And after watching this direct, I'm not really convinced that the game should cost $80. Uh, Pretty much the first half of this direct focuses on stuff that we already know. Uh, the free roaming world, you can go anywhere. We already knew that. You can go on any road. You can go on the water, the ocean, the lakes. You know, you can go everywhere. Except you can't go underwater though, right? You can go in the air. Um, it shows us the courses. We've already had the rainbow ride or whatever course exposed already. We already know about that. Um, so yeah, we already know that. We knew that they had outfits and stuff, and people were theorizing, well, oh, there's probably a better reason why these outfits need to be in the game now. You basically eat food on a course, and then when you're having that food of that course specific food, you change into a different outfit, right? Like right here. And all that happens is you unlock an outfit. So the question is, what if you've already unlocked that outfit? All right? Let's say you took a one ride on this course and you unlocked that outfit already. Okay. Now what? Are you just supposed to like go into that same course with every character to unlock all their outfits, all their course specific outfits? Is that? I mean, it might be cool, I guess, like for the first time through the game, right? But then once you do that, that food on the course is useless, right? Unless you just want to change into an outfit mid mid course or whatever, mid run through a course. uh like what's the real point of having one of those food power ups? It's just another item. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird way to unlock outfits. Honestly, it's because a lot of times with outfits, they just kind of come with the game. With a lot of games, like you just kind of have different outfits to choose from. Now you can unlock them. I don't know. Little cheap. The wall driving stuff is pretty cool. I will say that gives the game a little bit more strategy. See, and this was a cool feature, I will admit. Really interesting feature because, like, you can rewind. You can rewind on courses, which is like, what? How can you do that while you're racing against other people? That's not fair. And then they say, oh, actually, you can rewind, but with a caveat right here. They still keep driving normally while you're backing up through the course because let's say you messed up a jump or something and you want to like perfect your jump. Like you're going to rewind just so you can perfect that jump. You have time trials, you have battle mode. The one thing I thought was a little weird about the battle mode is that, like, and you have all the typical online features, but the battle mode is like, okay, are we going to have like actual, like, specific tracks to do battle mode on? Because I think a big complaint with the original battle mode in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, the original one, not deluxe, was that the battle mode was very cheap. It was just like the mode put to each course, which was just a terrible battle experience. You just felt empty and like not very conducive to battling. So the question is, are they going to have actual like arenas for you to battle on? Like, are going to section off little areas in the world for you to battle? Because that could be pretty cool if like certain parts of the world, like they give you like a little bounding box to battle in. You know, That could be cool. But if you're just like racing throughout the whole world and battling, I don't know. There needs to be something that constrains everyone to like the same arena so they get kind of locked in, into that battle. Now here, this is where the actual thing gets exposed where okay, this is what's more that they added to this game was the missions. Now, it doesn't look to be like a full mode. It's just like stuff you can find in the free roam world. You can find coins, which what do those even do? What do the coins do? Panels, coins. You have missions you can do to get what? I don't even know what you can get by doing the missions. Did they say? Like what exactly? You you get coins, okay. And what does that do? You could just hone your driving ability. I think that the whole thing is here. We need to understand what is the reward for doing these missions. And I'm not clear on that. I'm not clear on what the reward is for doing these missions. Like, okay, we're getting coins, maybe? There's medallions to collect. Okay. You can do missions. You can collect coins in a mission. Okay, but what does that do? Like, what do you get if you accomplish that? Does that unlock other things? It doesn't really say. It just kind of moves on to the next thing like very quickly. The one thing this didn't really reveal to us is what it accomplishes by doing these missions. I mean, it's cool to have busy work and just stuff that's populating the free roaming world, but is there something we're building to? Like, are these missions like do we get something special if we do all the missions in one particular area of the map? Do we get something special if we do all the missions in the game? Does every mission unlock like a new course or a new area or maybe a new car, a new outfit? Like, what are we getting as a result of clearing these missions? It's not really making that clear. Then it just moves right on to the picture mode. And at this point, I was like, okay, are we going to be able to do something with the photo mode, right? Like maybe accomplish some kind of mission here. Like, oh, you got to like photo, take a photo of yourself with some graffiti. Does that give you like a special, achievement or something like that? Or no, it's just something cool. It's just something cool to play around with. That's all it is. There's nothing really that special. They're really prioritizing like many players. You can have 8 different switches synced up to play courses together, which I'm sure somewhere people have 8 friends to play with in person. A lot of online play. You can do your 24 players and 4 teams to do matches and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. You can put yourself on camera. There was one portion where you could have like 4 friends on one camera and have each of their faces mapped to a player. Which where was that? Well, that was somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. See, you can fit all of you in the same frame, and then all of you can be on the course together, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you're doing like some couch play with family or whatever, and you have the camera just filming all of you, you could all kind of play together, and I could see that being fun. But yeah, the battle mode, I'm just kind of confused about. Like, are we doing something like special with that? Are there particular battle? I know they showed like coin mode and they'll probably have all the returning modes, but what I'm more concerned about is the arenas. Are we gonna have like specific arenas to go on? Here they have the game chat mode, which you can talk with people and kind of hang out. You can even there's even like a thing here where you can just kind of like meet each other in like the free roam kind of mode, and you can just kind of do stuff together. You can play missions, you can go do races together, you can race from one point of the map to the other, which is pretty cool. um so this I could see that's an interesting kind of, and this is a good casual way to kind of play the game. um I mean, so I could see there's a lot of features in this game. I think with that $80 price tag, they're more focused on the features themselves. Like the features is really what is selling the game for them. And so it's not so much like, oh, is this like a huge expansive mode that gives the player endless like replayability? It's how many modes, how many features are in the game. It's more like a quantity versus quality kind of deal, which honestly, with this game, I kind of expected a little more, like something more ambitious. I mean, the way that they were kind of framing it is like this huge mega experience. And there's just like some missions that you're doing in the map, which I'm sure there's a lot of missions. I'm sure there's like, I don't know, like 200 missions in the whole map, if I had to guess. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just spitballing. Like how many missions they would have for you to do. Um, but yeah, I think it's the amount of features that is selling the game for them, right? It's how much they can put on the back of the box and say, look at all the features you get, right? Which is great, but see, not all these features apply to everyone. You know, not all of them appeal to everybody. Now there was the Hammer Bros. That's a pretty cool thing where you can kind of stop people in their tracks with the hammer. Some new power ups that they revealed here. Ice Flower, which was pretty neat. I like the Ice Flower. You can kind of freeze people on the course. But wait, what's the point of like? Wait, what's the point of like? Okay, what's the point of like the Ice Flower? How is it differentiated from like a shell or like the Fire Flower? This what this should be doing is freezing the players in place or turning them like an ice cube or something and then sending them sliding across the course, maybe knocking into other players. That would be cool and it could kind of freeze whoever, like if you see someone sliding down the course and you have to like be careful and not run into them or else you'll turn into an ice cube too. That could have been interesting. This is just like, what is this? It's basically like a shell power. Like how is this different? And then what? Then they recover right away. There's nothing interesting about that power up. I'm not even trying to like, neg this game or anything. It's just I'm not seeing what's new and different about that power up. You have coin shell, which honestly, I feel like coin shell is one of those things that I guess it benefits everyone. Like it's more like a communistic kind of power up that's supposed to help everybody. Um items, I don't know. The items are okay, I guess. You got a lot of the returning ones. You got some new ones. Oh, they also revealed something called the it was Toad's Factory is getting a remake, which I guess is pretty cool. Then there was something called the it was like a boost jump or something like that where you can charge it up or charge jump. You can apparently charge jump in this game, y'all. Did you know that? You can charge jump. Basically, you just hold down a button and then you can jump, which I think they needed to implement that. If you're going to give people like a free roaming mode, they need to have like a way to kind of get over some obstacles here and there. And I think implementing that jump was kind of a necessity for that. Similar to how they implemented the jump in Zelda Breath of the Wild, where, Link just has to get over certain obstacles. Sometimes you need to jump over something and it can't just be context sensitive. So I can't find the jump section where you can jump, but I swear to God it was in here. I just don't know where it is. Maybe it was like right when you start this thing here. I don't know, but yeah, there's one of these sections you can show where you can jump. Okay, and Kamek turns people into Goombas and stuff. I don't know what that's supposed to do. There's probably other things that can happen for different tracks and stuff that, turn you into different things. Toads, bullet bills, pokies, whatever. You turn into a bunch of different things. I mean, so there's a lot of stuff in this game. I don't know if it justifies the $80 price tag. I'm going to say for me personally, I didn't feel like this completely justified it. Like this could have still cost like $70 and it still would have been fine. Like $80 is just them wanting more money, in my opinion. I don't think it fully justifies it. If they put like a fully fledged like single mode in there, I don't know, maybe like but it's just like some missions. Like missions are easy as hell to put into a game. Just like, set up like a thing, have like coins dotted, collect coins, end goal, mission complete. It's that simple to code that into a game. It's not like anything that complex. Now, what we unlock with those things, that might be interesting. They're not telling us what is unlocked by accomplishing those missions. So there's still some secrets, I think, here. I don't know exactly like there's what is going to be unlocked with a lot of these things. Hopefully, there's other tracks that we'll be able to see when we finally play the game for ourselves. This is a much more ambitious game than the previous Mario Kart, so I'll give them that. They are doing a lot more with this game, but it still could have cost $70. Also, the one thing about that was kind of caught people's, I think, interest when this first was announced was the truck that you can drive into. You can drive into a truck and then just kind of stampede over people in the course, like right here, right? You can kind of run into stuff. Look, you can hit cars and all kinds of obstacles. That's pretty cool. But the question is like is that everywhere, like in every course, or is it just like in certain courses? I think that would be interesting to kind of have that for every course, like a different kind of thing you can ride. I know there was one scene where you could, or one there's someone uploaded a video where they rode a boat in the water. So that was pretty neat. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did you think that this justifies the $80 price tag? I'm gonna say for me personally, it's still a little pricey. I'll pay it. Well, I'm not gonna pay it. I'm gonna buy the bundle, which only ends up making the game like $50. But um, I don't know. Does this justify it to you guys? Are you even gonna get that, or are you just gonna get the bundle? Like, who's gonna get this game like a la carte without buying the system? Like, I don't think many people are gonna do that unless you just want to buy extra copies for whatever reason. Um, but yeah, anyway, some new features were kind of released in this, revealed. Nothing that major, nothing that like unexpected. I think people were expecting more of a fully fledged single player mode, and we're not really getting that. We're getting a bunch of other features though, which if you have a lot of friends and stuff that you like to play with, then this is probably going to be right up your alley. But please let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all next time. Later, y'all.